Yeah, everyone, this is Thermite, and this is the weekly updates. As always, very first link down below is Weekly Shonen Jump. Please check it out. Below that is something else, but let's not get to that right now. I'm trying a new system in which I do the talk about Jump first, and then I talk about anything underneath Jump, in that order. Because theoretically, these are Jump redirects, and yet half the time, I go on a crazy tangent at the very start, like I'm doing right now. So, let's talk about Jump. Elusive Samurai continues to absolutely cook. Still so glad we've got, at least one more little arc left. Maybe we were doing some epilogue. I mean, I guess technically, in Jump, in Weekly Shonen Jump, anything after you beat the final boss is epilogue. So truly, I'm grateful to have even a small amount of falling action. My gosh. Especially for a series like Elusive Samurai, where, I have loved it, basically, maybe not through Volume 1. Volume 1 was, I wanted to be on board, but, it was a bit rough to get through. But after that point, I think it cooked solidly. The thing I was worried about was just, longevity. But I think the series does a really good point of selling people on, this is why you should be reading it every volume. Honestly, every chapter, it's just so fun all the time. I mean, One Piece, incredible. Absolutely incredible. We're at the climax of maybe the best flashback we've ever had, but it's hard to say because we've had so many good flashbacks. On stream, I was talking a little bit about my favorite characters, and I think, especially in this chapter, I think the crown had to shift. I was putting Rocks up there. I really like him, and I still like him. But listen, there's a true GOAT, and if you want to know who that is, watch the reaction. Dropped one series this week because I wasn't really feeling it. Ping-Pong Peril was also, it completed. I'm happy with where it ended. I wish it had gone on more. That's really just it. Given the chapters they had, I think the mangaka did an okay job. But, it's the inherent crush of, you gotta do the best you can. This clearly was not the intended ending right now, at the very least. But it's still a solid series. It's still one that I'm definitely going to reread as time goes on because it's just plain fun. Black Clover, final 3 chapters of this reaction. Not the final 3 chapters of Black Clover, absolutely not. Incredible, had a really good time. I thankfully did not record them after Jump. I recorded them before Jump. And to be fair, I should probably have done it on a different day. But it still worked out really, really, really well. The start of the reaction is, I'm definitely losing my mind. There's another, if you're watching the Weekly Shonen Jump reaction, you'll get to a bit where I talk about it. Needless to say, I'm going through some stuff positive. And I didn't realize how good Yuki Tabata was at drawing until now. But Jump is fantastic as always. Not much else to say there. But below Weekly Shonen Jump, I've put up episode 1 of The Chair Company, a series that I go into completely blind, so I won't talk about it much here. I'll just say, it is a comedy. It is it's got a mix of the vibes and emotions to it. I had a really, really, really good time with episode 1. I will be continuing onward when I feel like it, but I'll be honest, I'm really hooked right now, so hopefully sooner rather than later. I have learned that this week it is going to be tough to record, but I will still find a way to make it work. Basically, it comes down to just not having the house for quite a while. But, we'll figure it out. Ultimately, I'm also, it's winter. We're rolling into winter, so naturally people are going to be home more. I gotta just figure it out. And with lewd stuff, I think that's much tougher. But when it comes to, comedy or, action stuff, it's probably much more fine. It's also something I'm, gonna work with. Anyways, needless to say, I would really appreciate it. If you've never seen the series or anything, maybe watch the episode 1 first. But, I mean, if you're someone who likes to just watch reactions to things that you haven't, seen the original of, go right ahead, please. I still don't know how I'm going to put these out. If I want to, do an upload for each episode, if I want to upload discussions, but I wanted to get it out there just in general. So consider it a little treat if you check out these redirects. All right. With that, I'll catch you on the flip side. Bye for now. Nya nya.